Alright guys, it's Vlogmas day 9 and I'm coming to you with an honest question. Should I open a booth in an antique mall? Now, just to give you a little bit of a background, I have mulled over this question for probably the past year. Really, since I've been open, I have been thinking about this and wondering if I should do this and looking at prices and looking at antique malls and all sorts of things and watching videos of other antique mall booth owner people and listening to their experiences and listening to their complaints and their struggles and their successes and all of those things. And so I'm really trying to determine, is it worth it? Should I try it? I guess another little piece of background, and I know that I've talked about this with one of the videos that I made earlier for Vlogmas, and I'm sorry that I'm looking around, but Noelle is literally running around like a crazy cat right now. She's got zoomies. But I know I said this in another video, and that was, ever since I was a little kid, I always kind of wanted to own a store. And eventually I think it would be really fun to do that, but obviously there's a lot of overhead when it comes to actually owning your own place. There's a lot of extra things you have to worry about. You think about the fun things, you think about the merchandising, you think about, setting it up and making it your own place and all of those things. Those are the fun parts, but there comes a lot of downside and a lot of responsibility when it's literally your own store that you're leasing or that you own. There's a lot of responsibility there. And I definitely know with a person that has a regular weekly job, every single day of the week, there's no way I would be able to handle that type of responsibility or pressure and make it work and make it worth my time and also something that could be profitable. So with that being said, I kind of think the only option for me, if I ever wanted to do a more permanent in-person space, would be to do an antique mall booth. But I am still kind of struggling with this question of, is it worth it? Should I do it? I really don't know. And so I would love to hear kind of maybe your experience, because I know many of you that watch me, you own your own Etsy shops. Maybe you sell in person, maybe you don't, but some of you do. Some of you do have antique mall booths. Some of you sell in person more often at markets. I've only sold at a couple. I'm about to do some holiday open houses here soon, which I'm gonna show for you guys on Vlogmas, and I'll have videos out soon about that. But I know that I don't have a lot of experience when it comes to selling in person, but there are many of you that probably do. So I would love to get your perspective. Like I said, I watched content like this all the time. One of my favorite YouTubers, as I mentioned in my favorite businesses video, is Amanda's Mercantile, and she shows a lot of the behind the scenes of running an antique booth in a mall, and I feel like her booth is just so amazing, but she definitely does it in a way where it's like a lot of furniture and a lot of bigger pieces. I know that I definitely don't have any of that type of stuff yet, and that is something that I need to think about when it comes to actually owning an in-person space. Am I able to even do it with the things that I currently have? All I have is really smalls. So I know that's not enough. There are two main options for me as far as what I'm thinking with antique malls that are near me. So there's one that's about 10 minutes away from me. So that is probably my number one option as far as if I want a place that's close by and I'm able to, be able to go and restock and actually make it more worth my time and worth my while, because like I said, I have a full-time job, so I'm not going to be able to go every single day and be able to be there all the time. But with a booth, you have that capability. You don't need to be there every single day. It's okay. And the owners of the antique mall don't expect you to be there every single day. That's kind of the give and take of that, where, they're the owners of the business. You're just bringing your product in to help them get more sales, but also they give you a space where you can make money as well. So I kind of like that whole give and take aspect of it, but I just don't really know how profitable it could be for me, because I haven't really, while I've seen great amounts of content on it, I haven't really seen how profitable it is. But I know it's very subjective, because every mall is different, every experience is different, every booth is different. But that's again why I would love to hear your experience down in the comments down below. But yeah, let's get back to what I was saying originally, which there are two options. So the first one is the one that's about 10 minutes away, and they do offer several different sizes at several different prices, which I all feel like are very, very reasonable. I'm not sure if they have too many openings right now, but I'm not quite sure how soon I would be willing to do this. You know, this is just kind of the beginning phases of this, which is me asking questions and me kind of posing this and putting this out into the world as a way to be like, okay, am I really thinking about doing this? You know what I mean? It's a small business chat. That's what this is. So that is option number one. Option number two is an antique mall that's about 30 minutes away from me. So it adds a little bit of a layer of, okay, you're not going to be able to be there that often. But like I said earlier, that's okay. It doesn't mean that, you know, it will fail because you don't need to be there every day. That's the beauty of the booth in the antique mall. But it does put a wrinkle in things. So this place is about 30 minutes away. I do feel like it fits really well with the type of stuff that I do sell already. And so that's kind of one of the reasons why I'm already looking at it. But it also offers a really, really affordable, what I would consider starter space. It's quite small, not that small, but you know, it's quite small. And it's only about like $55 a month. So that was kind of the first one I ever really looked into as maybe a potential option for if I want to start doing the antique mall thing. So yeah, I'm thinking about both of those options because I think the lower end option for the one that's about 10 minutes from me it's a smaller space, but it's way bigger than what they're offering at this other place. But it's about $175 per month. So I really do need to think about, like, can I afford that? You know, am I even making enough from the booth to be able to make that worth it? I don't know. I have no idea what to expect. So yeah, like I said, please put your thoughts down in the comments down below. I'd love to hear from you other small business owners that, you know, own an antique mall booth or do in-person markets. Let me know your thoughts. I would love to hear them. All right, guys. Well, while you're filling out your thoughts down in the comments down below on what you think I should do about an in-person space, a more permanent in-person space, I do just want to thank you so much for joining me for Vlogmas. I've been having so much fun with it so far, and we're almost 10 days in, which is kind of crazy to me that December is going by this quickly, but that's how every month has seemed to have gone this year. Let's be real. I also do just want to give a little update on Noelle. I know I talked about her earlier going through the Zoomies, and she's still kind of doing that and wreaking havoc. She is a kitten after all, and so she's in her like discovery phase for sure. Obviously this is a new space for her, but she's still really, you know, figuring things out here at this apartment. And actually I heard a noise and I'm gonna go check on that right now. Hi Noe. Hi Noe. Do you see yourself? Do you see yourself? She's like not amused at all by that type of stuff. She still hasn't figured out her own reflection yet. But yeah, she was getting into stuff that she shouldn't be getting into. All right, Noelle, go discover more. But yeah, she's still definitely in her discovery phase and getting used to, you know, the new environment. She's only been here for a few days, so it's all new to her for sure. And she's a kitten that's still figuring it all out. But definitely loving having her around, loving having some extra cuddles with a little cuddle buddy. She's definitely very cuddly when she gets tired, not when she's active and rambunctious. That's when she just wants to go crazy and crawl all over you and do all sorts of fun things. So when she's tired, she can be a really fun, cuddly little baby. So yeah, I'm really enjoying having Noelle. Oh, I don't know why my hair is looking so crazy right now. There we go. But I'm really enjoying having Noelle here and just having her be a fun little companion with me. So yeah, it's working out really well. I know many of you probably wanted a little update on her, and I'll try to periodically do that for sure as she gets older and gets used to being here. All right, guys. Well, that is it for this video. Like I said, please put your thoughts in the comments down below as far as what you think I should do about the antique mall booth dilemma. Should I try it? Should I not try it? You know, one of the big goals I have for my business in 2025, which I've got a whole video that's going to be dedicated to that, is just growing my business. And there's different ways that you can do that. So I'm just trying to figure out if this is one of those ways that I should try and, you know, grow my business in this way. Because it really would stretch me, but I don't know if it's, again, something that would be profitable and beneficial to my business. So all things to think about for sure. All right, guys, thanks again for watching this video. I will see you all tomorrow for Vlogmas Day 10.